everybody, this is Austin with Pastime Production. We posted the bobcat trapping video. I think the muskrat trapping video is coming out here pretty soon. So we kind of thought we would back up a step here and go over some of the, I got 3 of them here. I don't know how wide the camera angle is. Got 4 traps here, kind of like go over each individual trap, kind of what they're used for and whatnot. So if any farm and home store is probably going to sell dog-proof traps or DP traps, coon cuffs. There's a bunch of different brands. These are Duke dog proofs. So this one is like a tube style trap. The only thing that can reach in there, you can't catch a dog in it. Basically, you have to have possums, coons. I have caught skunks, and not very often, but it has to be an animal that can reach in and grab the lever. So the lever on the back here opens up. How well you guys can see that. Pulls in and out, and then this spring basically is internal, pinches their hand against the wall of the body here. So that squeezes in, and then this folds down and goes into that groove. So you can think about this lever in here. Whenever they pull up on it to get the bait out of the bottom, when they pull up, that releases the pin, and then this swings open and pinches them. These are really great, super fast, easy trap to set. Like I said, your pets at home can't really get caught in this, so like trapping around barns, really good trap to use. We use them, we run a lot of road ditches or just creeks in general. You can throw a lot of these in, stab them in the top of the ground, and go on down the road. No need to bury these. No need to bury them. Scent wise, I paint them white so they're easy to see. But coons, this is probably the most effective way to catch coons in my opinion. Easy to run trap. Before they came out with dog-proof jaws traps, Duke or Victor, this is a Victor I believe. This is like a 1.5 coil spring, so it's got 2 coils on it. Completely different setup than that. So these are the ears fold down to create tension to basically close the handcuffs there. So for this one, you push the ears down, open the jaws, and then it has the same thing. It has the dog that flips over and goes into a groove. I don't know if you can see that, but goes into the groove right there. And that's what kind of holds it down. And then the animal would reach in the top there, and then the ears close up on it. So goes down. When the pan folds down, it snaps and closes on them and gets them there. There is a lot of common myth that, oh man, if you catch a coon, they'll chew their leg off. They won't chew their leg off. What they will do is gnaw on the bottom side. So it also doesn't break their hand whenever they get caught. It doesn't break their fingers. So I'm not going to say I'm the toughest guy in the world, but a coon's hand's probably about the same as mine. So it doesn't break your fingers. You can still use. They will, once their hand goes numb, they will gnaw at the bottom. It's kind of why they came at this. They can't get down to their hand in the bottom there. So that's kind of how these work. If you're going to do any trapping, you're going to catch your hand. So get used to that. You kind of get used to it, but doesn't break hands, doesn't break fingers, that kind of thing. It's just a set of handcuffs, basically what you're doing. And then all traps should have a swivel in it, so if they get twisting or binding up, the chain never gets tight. It just stays kind of right there, or never gets spun up tight. The swivel keeps it loose. This end can be staked to the ground, can be wired to a tree, can be whatever. I use these a lot in a pocket set, so basically submerge them right underneath the water when I'm setting them. Kind of same thing. Creeks, use these in creeks a lot. So that's like a 1.5. So this is the MB550. Has the same concept as the 1.5 that we said earlier. It is night latched, so you can kind of like hair trigger basically is how I would describe that. You don't want that pan to move at all. You kind of, once it moves, the trap's going off. You don't want the coyote or whatever to feel the ground. If you're walking in an attic, is how I explain it, and you feel a floorboard creak, you kind of back up before it goes all the way through. You want it to fall and then set the trap off. So same concept. you fold it down. It's not exactly easy to do. Flip that over. And then, like I said, kind of push that up high there. I don't know if you've seen any of that. I kind of have my belly hanging over it. But so that is set, but not all the way. So then I flip the ear over, and then you can listen for that night latch. Kind of slowly pull that down. All right, so you fold it down, and you can hear the click. Hopefully we can get it loud enough on the video there. Hear the click, and then so that, flip it back over, and if you look at it straight on, everything is kind of even, Steven, level. You don't want the pan up or down. So basically, and you should do the same thing with those. Those straps are just not night latched. Everything's kind of flat, level across the board there. So then, like I said, when the animal's coming along and it hits it, it takes 4 pounds of pressure to push this down. So as soon as it moves, it goes off. Animal's caught. So that's just a pretty basic short review on how kind of coil spring traps work. So that's those traps there. If you get into water trapping, we did a muskrat video. This is a Conibear trap, or some people call them snap traps or kill traps. Basically, this is designed to pinch and hold the animal underwater until they're dispatched. So these have a little different style. They've got the grooves here, which would hold it, and then the springs are on the side. So you pinch the spring down and then pinch the opposite of the body there. So open it the other direction. This flips over and is set. So the animal swims through these and gets caught. I'll grab a stick or something. So these are designed specifically for muskrat. If you've seen muskrat runs in a lake where the hole kind of comes out of the ground, you can see them. They make a stand that goes on this also. I think we showed that in our muskrat trapping video. Slide this down in front of their hole, and then when the muskrat comes out and swims through the trap reaches around the body and holds them in place. So no bait. This is just set them and grabs the animal kind of on the path or their swimming channel through there. So these would all be baited, drawing an animal into a spot on dry land. This is a water trap. Beaver traps would be the exact same way. You can set them where animals are coming in and out of a lake or they're run. Beaver or muskrat kind of all sets the same way. So just a quick little clip on kind of the different kinds of traps we'll probably be using this fall. And when you see some of our videos, if we're just setting and moving on, you can kind of review back to this one on how to do it, how to set them and get them in the ground. Thanks, guys.